Like I said, like I usually say, give me just a minute. I am not seeing anything new showing up for YouTube. Is anybody else? What is... Okay. That's interesting. They go about it a different way, apparently. Wasn't showing up. My list. That's strange. Alright. It's fine. I mean, it's not... In the long run, it's not fine per se. It's fine for now, and I'll look into why that wasn't showing up. Maybe it's just hyper delay. Yeah, it's showing up now. Very strange. Okay, well, whatever is fine, I guess. Definitely not the end of the world or anything, so. Okay. And like before, like last time and also on Halloween, not a reminder, but I guess just once again to say how I'm doing this particular game, I am using an Xbox controller plugged into my PC. Hey Sylvia, welcome. I'm well, how are you? So just a reminder, I'm using an Xbox controller plugged into my PC. So when you play this, I don't know that there's a keyboard option. I think you have to play with a controller. And this is on GOG that I got it. So even it's not like a stream specific thing or whatever, a platform specific thing. I think in general you have to. I mean, I can look and see just in case if there are options, but I don't know that there are. Oh, there is keyboard. So you could do keyboard, I guess. But I didn't see that initially, so I'm just using an Xbox controller. You can do both, I guess, then. So, we'll wake up again. We need to continue on. When you go to sleep, it's kind of like the save point. So she reminds us we need intelligence. CLeM reminded us of that. So now I need to review where we left off. So intelligence, go down all the way here. Actually, intelligence might be a new one. I don't know if we really did anything once we got this or not last time. So, oh yeah, no, we did. We're looking for a spider. They're best to get rid of mosquitoes. We might want mosquitoes. I don't remember what's in my inventory. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think, other than possibly putting it in here, maybe. I don't know that we really have much progress on this now. Something new happened? What's the new thing? You talking about the overlay that you helped, or that you designed? Oh. I was gonna see if there was like a thing kind of like take where I could interact with that. I guess if I walk on that, I should look and see if there are more of those. Or is this like a find all the drawn runes kind of thing? I wonder what happens if you get more of those. Nothing in here. But I have to assume, given there's that one, and nothing really happened other than it lighting up when I walked on there. Oh, you know what? Those might be teleport spots, so I can travel more quickly, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it works really well. I'm really happy with it. Thanks for designing that for me. Yeah, nothing in here either. Maybe if they are teleport spots or fast travel points, waypoints, whatever you want to call them, they're probably not all that close together, right? So that might be more what they are. Maybe not so much. Yeah, there's one here. So now if I... Y is inventory, so that's not anything. B... Ah, yep, X. And then I can jump to different spots. Very cool. Okay. That's definitely useful. Yeah, there might only be the two. Maybe there's a third one outside. That's probably about it, though. Piano. Yeah, we need to know. We have our note on that is this one. Yeah, they're on the left. Some of the keys have symbols, like in the first pages of the notebook, but the small ones don't have anything. If I want to do something with the piano, I probably need to keep searching. So we need more data before we can really do anything with the piano. What's the thing that's missing? Probably not in here. I don't remember seeing one in here. Yeah, plus we're right. We're 2 rooms over. It doesn't seem all that useful. Might be one in the cellar, although I don't know. Nah. Yeah, here. There we go. Now I have 3 different teleport spots. So I want intelligence again. Yeah, I actually have yeah, I've actually been looking into that. So there are default emotes, of course, that you can use, but so I don't know if we want to try getting a mosquito somehow. I don't know how we do that, because where there's water, there doesn't seem to be anything like mosquitoes. So I could see the flies. There's the one room with flies, and I was looking at that last time, but I don't know if that really is going to be a thing. Doesn't seem like it. I don't know what this substance is. Yellowy green viscous fluid. I don't know if that attracts flies. I can get flies in there and then maybe lure the spider that way. Oh, yeah, with my character? Yeah. That's a good point. Alright, I'll think about it. I'm not gonna decide anything now, but I'll think about it. What do I not currently have solved? We even solved the wine bottles puzzle. So obviously we don't have the piano. I don't know if there's anything over here to do. There's this hole where a spider could go, but I can't interact with it. Nor can I with the vent here, so I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I can take a look. I won't do it obviously until later today, but yeah. I'll look at some point. I don't think so. We got the. Let me go in here because we can just open it using the cross to escape. I've opened this because I did finally solve this. I had not solved this, unlike what I thought last time. Then in that drawer, then in that drawer. You can look at this. If I do Lens of Truth, it already showed me this. So there's nothing left for the Lens of Truth to find. I don't know if there's anything else in here, actually. I don't think there's anything else to find in here. Do this to get out again. Open the door with this. But other than that, I don't know if there's anything else in here. I don't think so. Alright. So not there. Oh, then Lens of Truth on here. Have I not already done Lens of Truth before? I think that might be why the symbol showed up in the first place. So I would need something else. There's something on here. I think we've already done Lens of Truth on this too, right? We saw the key, I think, where we didn't before, yeah. Okay. I need a handle for this. Probably have to turn it and then leave. Seems like the dining room clock is missing a hand. But that's like it. So this is probably a thing where you have to have a certain combination. So doing this once on each of these does nothing, I'm sure. Okay. We'll have to figure out. I might need the other. Probably not might. I probably need the other hand on the clock as well in order to be able to. Yeah, but nothing else in this room either, looks like. So other than leaving...
You should look somewhere else.
She's like, moron, stop wandering around the bathroom. Okay. Fair. Thank you, Master. Yeah, see, I can't interact with these flies. So if the flies are the thing to attract the spiders, I don't currently know how. And I'm pretty sure this room is empty as far as what we can interact with at this point. I think we're pretty sure we're done with this one as well. Yeah. So there's nothing, no interactions available. Okay, so what else? There's nothing else in this room. And then in here is just the wine bottles, right? Or was there something else that I'm not seeing? Yeah. There's nothing else here. We did the wine puzzles. We already got what we're going to from that. Alright, let me... I think outside is the next most likely. Let me make sure, though. Let me think about this for a second. I guess there's technically upstairs. Before we get to CLeM's room, there's the plants. So that might be a thing. Oh, and we also have these upstairs rooms now, too. Well, the one upstairs room, I guess. Let's go there. It's like a coin, and then the coin falls, and you just brink, you're there. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. It's an interesting animation, not what I would have expected. Oh, that's blocked? Oh. No, we're not doing anything with that. Okay, so I cannot get up there yet. At some point, I imagine I'll probably grab a hammer or something to remove those. Then, is what I think, but... There's this dead plant, but I can't use the fluid on it. Can't even interact with it. So, yeah. She's like, don't come up here empty-handed, moron. Come back with something I can use, dummy. I need intelligence. You're not displaying a whole lot of it right now. Yeah, so I think either I need to solve the piano puzzle, which means I need a little more information from somewhere, or I need something from outside. I don't really want to necessarily go to the greenhouse. So let me... I was in here before, but I don't think there's anything more to do. I just left immediately last time because I was like, eh. But yeah. So there's nothing in here. And yeah, nothing from the tree, and you cannot grab the axe. A dream setup, you mean for my system? Or I'm not like one of these big imagination guy, or well, I mean, I have a big imagination. How should I say this? I'm not one of these guys who dreams up this ideal streaming setup or stylistic setup or anything like that. So I'm a creative type. So IRL, and I try to keep my anonymity just because the internet is the internet. But IRL, I do a lot of writing. I do like stories, short stories and poetry and a couple of novels. and novels are not published, so don't bother looking for the novels. Short stories and poetries are, but like I said, I'm trying to stay anonymous. And I've done a lot of technical writing for different companies and stuff anyway, so I do a lot of writing. And I do some music creation too. So I have dreams as far as thoughts or creations that come in my mind, and I make those IRL. But as far as like gaming and stuff, that this is just a hobby really more than anything. I mean, if I ended up becoming like, you know, being able to make a living out of this or something, that would be awesome, of course. But that's not really my focus. My focus is more on what I create. So I don't worry about this so much. So for that kind of thing, I mean, sure, I could think of some things. Oh, it'd be kind of cool to have this, but I don't really focus on that. So I don't really have an idea of my perfect setup or things like that in mind. It is what it is. I'm a pretty chill guy. Like, I generally don't even care all that much about a lot of stuff. That said, I am, and I do not want this to come across the wrong way. So let me say that first, okay? I love my dad, and I'm not saying anything negative about my dad, okay? But genetics are genetics. My dad, for a time, he's much, much better now. He is way improved it. Like, he is so good at it now, actually. But my dad, when I was really young, had struggled for years with a temper. Never got abusive. Don't anyone think that. He was never abusive. He was never a bad person. He just sometimes he would really struggle to not get angry or frustrated with some things. So he'd like go for a drive, for example, that kind of thing, right? Or he might go out with working on a project, like with tools and stuff, and take out some of his frustration on something that was a physical activity. So he worked through his frustrations, I think, in at least a somewhat healthy way. Never got abusive, never got destructive, just tried to work it out in a healthy fashion, okay? So let me say that, because I love my dad very much. My dad's an amazing guy, and so there's no shade at him at all, okay? But he did have that he inherited genetically, like from past ancestors who did not express themselves in the healthiest way when they would get us upset. So anyway, so he has some issues where sometimes, or he has had some issues where sometimes he gets especially frustrated. Nowadays, he mostly doesn't even care about stuff as far as like frustrating him. Generally, he just water off a duck's back, as they say. It's like, doesn't even bother him. Okay? I still often actually, it's because I let myself, but I often will get frustrated, but I try to not let it get to me too much. But because I get frustrated sometimes, so obviously there are things like that happen, but generally I'm a chill guy. So I guess those balance out. Maybe that's what my brain is doing, is start trying to balance those out. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just saying maybe getting frustrated is kind of a subconsciously an attempt to kind of counterbalance where I'm usually chill. I don't know. Anyway, I'm usually a pretty chill guy though, so I don't usually care about stuff like that all that much. I'm fine with what I've got. Yeah, I manage my stream as well. Yep. It can be difficult. I try not to let it get to be too overwhelming. It's not all that bad, I don't think. Outside of work and family time, outside of that, I don't really have all that much going on, except when I'm creating. So it doesn't usually come across as a lot. And I'm actually, I know I talked about being a creative type, and I am, but I'm actually, you know, they say some people are right brain, some people are left brain. Whether that's scientifically accurate, I'm not saying, but just some people are more creative and some people are more logical, right? And for that matter, some people are more introvert and some people are more extrovert. I'm kind of, not in everything, because like I talked about my getting frustrated sometimes, but in general, I think I'm pretty much a middle of the road kind of a guy. So, for example, if it's been a long time since I've done something creative, my brain really starts itching, like saying, hey, you need to create. You need to do something creative now. But by the same token, in the reverse, if it's been a long time since I've done something logical, like if I've mostly focused on having fun and on creating, so I've not done something that like does, like brain teasers or something technical. And technical doesn't have to be computers, right? For a number of years, I worked as a carpenter. So that's kind of more technical too. You need to know how long the board needs to be cut so that it's not sticking out, but it's also not too short. You need to know where you can put nails so that you don't split the board. A lot of that kind of stuff, right? That's more technically oriented. Anyway, so the point is that if I've not done something technical for a long time, my brain also starts going, bro, you haven't done something technical. You need to do something that really focuses your logic side of your brain. So I'm a very odd sort in that way, I think, because I think most people are not balanced like that. Most people are one way or the other, more so. And I guess technically there's probably percentage-wise, there's probably one that's a little bit more than the other, but I'm mostly like down the middle for that. So because of that, things don't tend to, I guess I should say maybe because of that, because I don't know for sure. Things don't tend to overwhelm me so much, because if I've, like, you're talking about like managing my stream, so the management, like setting up, making sure things are going to line up right, that, all the streaming to the proper services are online correctly, that I manage like finances, all that kind of stuff. That's more of the technical side of things. But the streaming also is more creative, but there's also more creative side of me. And so balancing something like that that's a little more technical with the creative side is not really an issue for me either. Okay, yeah, I'll look at them when I'm free. I probably not just finishing the stream, but after the stream, I'll probably be busy for a few hours. So I should look at them sometime later today, but it'll probably be several hours, like maybe 6-7 hours from now. If for some reason I don't get free before then, I'll look at them like tomorrow. Well, I'm busy a lot tomorrow, but I'll look at them tomorrow, or at the latest first thing Monday, I'll look at them, and then I'll have feedback for you. I didn't realize until I just thought about it how busy I am this weekend in particular. So we'll see how this weekend shapes out. But if for some reason I'm not able to get to them now, then I will get to them very soon. Yeah, I can't seem to figure out what more, other than the piano, we need to do right now. Interesting. I wonder why I'm not seeing something that I need to. Okay, well, I've got my inventory, but I don't think I have a combine option or a separate option. I don't think in any of these, though. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're not combining with any of those. Don't think this either, because so there's a strange painting in the dining room and it's broken? How is... And then it says the painting was fixed. Oh, by waving the lens over. We've already fixed it. Okay. Um, okay. Do I have any more on the clock? Guess not. I did already try potentially to use Lens of Truth on the clock, and that did not give me anything. Just says that I'm missing a hand. There's no option for Lens of Truth. Yeah, I don't think I have. It's gonna be an actual hand. So unless... Yeah, not that. Then the final thing. Yeah. So none of those. Like I thought. I cannot interact with this. I cannot with a vase, I know.
Something useful in your notes.
You say that as if that helps me find the thing that's useful, potentially in my notes. How far? So it's definitely faster to do this. Okay. Able to spin a very fine and resistant thread to construct webs and burrows, mobilize their prey with venom, or surprise them with rapid movements. Spider brain, that's just talking about the ingredients and extracting them. See, it shows the fly in the upper right of the drawing. That's why I thought the flies would be something. But when I go over to the kitchen here where the flies are, I don't have any way of interacting with the flies. So I'm not sure. I can go in the room or downstairs, but there's nothing else action-wise to do here. So I don't know. You can't just use an inventory item, I don't think, right? I'm pretty sure you have to use it. See, there's no option. You can combine or separate or close the book, close the inventory, or go to the notebook. So there's no way to just use an inventory item in general. You have to apply it on something in particular. So... do I have anything like that? So just in review, so let's go down here and I'll look at the map so I can go room by room, is the idea. So let's, okay, so going, get the cord up there. Going room by room, bottom left, so let's go, let's go. Oh, I see. Because it only outlines places I can teleport to. That's fine. Okay. So to the left of this is kind of that fountain. I didn't see anything left in that on that screen to interact with. That's the very bottom left corner. So I don't think anything there. In the actual greenhouse that's highlighted right now, I wandered around and didn't see anything else to interact with there. I can leave out the left or the right side, and that's pretty much all I can do there. Going to the right of that, the big long outside area, I don't think there was anything more. I looked at the windows out from outside, and you can't do anything with those. Obviously, on the left, you can interact with the door to go into the greenhouse. And then in the middle, you can interact with the double doors to come back inside the main house, or with the smaller door to go into the shed. And then going to the right, You cannot interact with that window or the tree with the hole in it. You can interact, so yes, you can interact with the cellar doors and go down into the cellar. If you go into the cellar, so just up from that, though, there's nothing to interact with except for the wine magazines, which tell us what we've already covered, which is solving that wine puzzle in the wine cellar, which we'll get to in a little bit here. Now, if we go, instead of the cellar outside by the tree, so instead of the bottom right there, but up one, instead of that, the next one over, up from the shed, the tools, we've already been in there, there's nothing to interact with there anymore. So there's nothing for that to do either. Now, if we go to the next level up, we go to here where we currently are. Okay. The only interaction is the circle we're standing on, so we could teleport to another area, or go up the stairs, or go to the right into the wine cellar. So we go right into the wine cellar. We've already solved the wine bottle puzzle that's there. There's nothing else to interact with there. Okay. So far, all of the very bottom and all of this second row up from there is nothing. There's nothing in any of all of that to do, at least right now. If we go upstairs from where we are right now, that has flies buzzing in the sink, but the only things we can interact with are either going down the stairs back to where we are now, or through that door that goes back or up, or to a door to the right that goes to the next room over. So if we go through the door up, that's the pantry where all the dishes and jars and bottles and stuff of food things are there. There's nothing there left to interact with. So all the way top left, there's nothing. Okay, so if instead we go over to the right one, the room with the clock and the cat picture and so on, I can interact with the cat picture and the piano picture, but there's nothing more to do once I'm looking at the picture close up, because we've already used the lens of truth on them. There's no more interaction used for those. Underneath the piano picture is a set of doors, like basically for like a little cabinet or something. We can do nothing with that. And the clock is missing a hand, which is fine, but we don't have anything that will work as a hand right now. If we go through the door in the middle there, we go up to the bathroom. So top right and then over one is the bathroom. There's no more interaction in the bathroom either, other than coming back to the room where we just came from. Okay, so we leave, we go out to this middle room. Right there. Okay. There's the piano puzzle. But otherwise, I don't think there's anything more there. I do think on the right side, so if you look at where the piano is, just kind of above where the lid to the piano is raised, you see kind of like an outline. I think that's another room that will open up. Probably when we play the piano in the proper order, play the keys in the right order, then that probably opens up and we can go through there. But for now, there's nothing there. And if we go over to the right, we end up in kind of the closet with the vacuum and the broom and so on. And there's nothing else in that closet right now to interact with. There's a hole. There's a tile that's missing a little piece, a hole there. And over on the right side, there's a hole in the wall like where a mouse might go or something. But there's no interaction we have with that. See, I think this is just my own thought, okay? But I think the room to the right of there, actually, I'll just show you. I'll just show you. Let's go back out here. There are 2 mouse holes. And I think there's a path between them. But I don't have any way to interact with them to try to like block up one of the sides or something. But there's a hole here that a mouse or a spider or something could potentially go through. Okay, so there's that hole there. And then if we come all the way across, not up there, if we come all the way over to this room, you'll notice there's a hole. Well, there's a hole here, but there's also like a vent thing here. I wonder if either this or that are like a tiny tunnel that like a spider or something could potentially go through. But yeah, there's no further interaction right now in this room. Except to leave, of course. But this right here, oh, I didn't know I could look. I thought it would open with the piano. Okay, what does this do? And then I do Lens of Truth. Ah, that's maybe what I was missing. That thing there in particular. Okay. Is there anything more? Or just that? Okay, so I have that symbol. I found a hidden symbol on the wall beside the piano. Okay, so that's still the last note on that page. That symbol does not show up at all on the keys of the piano. So I think the other possibility for that is this room. Because if you look over the door, not over the door, I thought there was somewhere that had, maybe not. I thought there was some way to do that symbol using the books here. But I would need this here. Then I would need something down here kind of in the middle. We don't have that. So that's not going to work. Okay. This is wrong. I'll have to, it'll reset. Okay. What I want is this, 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 and that'll open the door again. But I guess I do not have a way to use the books to open that door. So if I need to interact with something, how am I going to do that? Discretion is the symbol. It's right here. Now I'm not remembering room by room what's... No, I can't think of anything in any of these rooms that would give me This way is faster. If I use the symbol to travel, I'd end up over at the greenhouse. That's the opposite side of this, so this makes more sense. Yeah, I did. This was a puzzle item. We opened that earlier. No discretion symbol on any of these. It was just this order of the wine bottles. I wonder where I draw that symbol. I really am not sure. Can't interact with any of those now. I don't think I can interact with anything in here other than exits to leave, including the circle, of course. So I don't... Curious. You would think a room right by that would be needed, or in the same room or a room next to it would be where you would use the symbol. But I can't. Think of anywhere where you would draw that. How interesting. I wonder where you do that. I don't think I can even move the wine bottles after having solved that puzzle. Like, I can't interact with this again, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's definitely not it. Nothing in here, nothing in the room above. Interesting. That doesn't make any sense. For a second, I was thinking the clock, you do like this is diagonal, that up and to the left way, right? And then if I were to go here, that's the up and to the right way. And then if I go like something down here, like 5, 6, 7 maybe, that could be the flat bottom part. But that doesn't make any sense, I don't think, with the clock. I need to turn this back to 10. It doesn't matter, but just so I can remember that I've not really done anything with the clock. And we've already done Lens of Truth on this, and there's nothing left. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Interesting. I wonder how I would draw that symbol. There's not... So none of the symbols on here are that type either. And that's like discretion or whatever, like keeping something concealed and, you know, not really broadcasting that it exists. So I do find it interesting, possibly significant once I understand more. I do find it interesting that on the piano drawing, the rightmost key has like diamonds with a cross section on the bottom two. The top one's not a diamond, but a square with a cross section, more like a window. That's interesting to me, but again, it does not even come close to forming the symbol of the V with the line. So I can't, just by looking at the keys, I cannot find a pattern for the piano. First of all, not one that exists, because it's 2 1 3 3 3 1 2 3. But also, if I were gonna, let's say, group them, you can't really group them by 3, but let's just say for the sake of thinking things through, if I were to group the leftmost 3 keys, if I were to do something like 3 2 1 or 1 2 3, the pattern there is different than if you're going to do the right 3 keys or some combination of keys in the middle to make 3. That would be different as well. So there's nothing that way that we can discern to draw out a pattern. I don't see any way that the number of symbols or the order in which you press keys on the piano would form that V symbol that we've got. So I do think they're maybe tied together, but if so, not in an obvious way. And that clock, we still need a hand. We've got the hour hand. We need like a minute hand. But I don't know where that is. So those 2 puzzles, plus the door that we've revealed somehow needs to be opened. Those 3 things, and somehow one of them probably at least somewhat ties to getting the spider in this phase. Intelligence. But I don't know what I'm missing. Nothing in my inventory interacts with clock. I cannot use my inventory right now, so nothing will interact with a piano either. I no longer can interact with the door, so there's something else here that I need that I... And I don't know if I'm supposed to yet, if ever, but that, I think probably later at some point, because it shows up on the map. Anyway, going up the stairs to the left there, that door that's boarded up, I have nothing that I can use to try to open that. So I go over here while it says blocked and then try to use something. Like I can't. Can't just use something. So that has to open some other way. Possibly just by moving on to another phase. We just were in there. There's nothing else to do in there except leave. Interesting. What am I missing?
I don't think you'll find anything useful here.
Okay. Thanks. There's nothing with these casks. No. Nope, nothing there. Man, I'm gonna have to consult a walkthrough. I do not know what I'm missing. So already. They doing something. I can't tell anything about an order that this person in the painting is using or is following. At most, if it's even a safe assumption, which it's not, but even if it were a safe assumption to look at the hands of the guy in the painting, that's the leftmost key, then the one to the right of that, then we skip past 3 to the 4th one after, where there's a single symbol, do 1 of that and 2 of the next one, but we don't know which one comes first, we don't know how many times you press them, none of that, so that's really not helpful. And the lens of the truth doesn't give us anything more, it gave us the keys or the symbols in the first place, and that's it. So gosh, and I cannot interact with this plant, right? Yeah. Nope. No interaction. Okay. Dang. I'm gonna have to look at a walkthrough. I'm stumped. Okay, hang on. Okay, CLeM walkthrough. I just look up just intelligence and just see what it says. Bring me intelligence. Okay, I've done the wine magazines. Or the not the wine magazines. So I've done the puzzle. That was that pink box in the cellar that we did press the moons and suns in a certain order. We've done that. That is the first puzzle it talks about in the intelligence section of the walkthrough. Then there's the wine. We've done that. Okay, we found the symbol of discretion. Oh, that counts? See, I didn't think there were enough symbols because I was right. I was on the right track. I didn't think there were enough books to do it. Okay, this counts, I guess. Okay, we can use these books to make the symbol of discretion. Remember how I went over here before? Thought we didn't have enough books? Apparently we do. We just want this, 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 and that. That, I guess, is enough. See, I would not have thought. I would have thought we need something in the middle. I thought we would need something in the middle to make that. Apparently that's not the case. Okay, now we need to get out of here, so we need to do... Oh. And that closed. I see. How do we get there then? Because we don't have a teleport. Okay, so that opens. Now, oh, I know what we need to do. Hang on. Yeah, that closed again. That's fine. I think at least I know. So we need to open. Did it wrong. Okay, we need to do this, 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 and this. That'll open the door to the study. We need to do that first so that we can get out. Now... Oh no, that shut that again. Interesting. So how do we... So I have to figure out a way to open that other door while still being able to leave here so we can go in that door. Nothing new here. Yeah. What do we have? Nothing new that way. How do I... No. What does the walkthrough say? Because how do you get out of that then once you've done that? I can teleport back? I don't have a circle. Oh, I can just hit X from anywhere. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking I had to be standing on a symbol. I did not. So that's fine. And now this is open. Okay. There we go. I was like, how do I get out of here then? All right. Ruh-roh. Well, now we're trapped down here. I could teleport though, so. Grab the shoe. Open that. Ah. These again, okay. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually. 4 or 5? I'm gonna start with 5. That's probably 4 or 1 less, whatever that is. It's this one. Actually, I don't know. That's probably middle of the road, actually, starting out, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. And then... let's see how far off we are. Oh, those also push down? I see. So that's 1 and 2. Whoops. I didn't adjust this down one. There we go. Yeah, those are all right. Okay. So now... oh, I see. Okay, hey, let me have them reset entirely. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I just reset. Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. There we go. It was 6 and 4, not 5 and 4.
What are you doing there?
That's our dad. Well, or no, that's CLeM's dad. Well, he might not be a dad anymore. He's an undad. He's an undead dad. He's an undad. Cat, don't get mad, but I've got myself trapped inside this thing, running away from a stupid spider. And now I can't get out. You'll be thinking that I shouldn't have come down here, but I saw a secret entrance and I thought that CLeM would be down here getting up to something. Anyway, I don't know who I'm trying to fool. It's not CLeM's fault. It's never been her fault. After all this time, I still haven't worked out how to be a good dad, and without you, I've lost all hope. Lately, I'm finding it even harder to talk to her. When she came back from camp, I did what you said. I told her what had happened. When I looked at her, she was smiling, Kat. I don't know why, but she was smiling. And then she ran off, locked herself in her room, and has hardly come out since. My love, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help her. I thought about giving her the letter, even though it wasn't finished, but I couldn't. Not that it matters, because I'm probably going to die here. I'm scared, Kat. CLeM is upstairs. She can't hear the cries of her useless dad. I failed you. I failed you both. CLeM, I don't think you'll ever get to read this, but I'd really like for you to know that although I've never known how to show it, I've always loved you very much. I'm sorry. Damn, bro. This has never been a happy story, but damn. It's not been a particularly sad necessarily, but it's not been like happy either. It's been more like creepy, if anything, right? Ah, I see. Oh, this might be this. No? It's not going to be the container or the screwdriver or the note. Yeah, so something else, I guess. Nothing there. Okay, can I separate this? No. I can't imagine what I would combine this with. There's nothing else with Dad either. Where else would I use the shoe? Not on the clock, not on the piano. There's a smell, could draw. But where would I put that? I don't think that where the spider went goes directly up to the room with the piano. Interesting. I'm not sure. Not actually sure where. Where the flies are? Maybe. But I can't interact with them, so I don't think so. The spider did not go here. Oh, I didn't check actually to the left. Do that really fast. Not expecting the spider to be anywhere in particular. Just seeing if it left and went somewhere else, or if it's maybe just still in that same room and just kind of, you know, being afraid or whatever, backed away from us as we headed in its direction. Whoops, not a minute. Scratched my nose and bumped the stick on the controller coming back down. Good thing it wasn't a game like Until Dawn or something where suddenly I'm moving and then I get noticed. I could go back down and see if he ended up back there. Maybe he is there again and I just have to... No, because he was hanging from this, I think. Interesting. right is also nothing. Currently, I think. Maybe not. Oh, well, there's the spider. Oh. Yeah. And then, okay, use... Shoot. This might be the liquid to draw it. And now if it comes back, maybe it gets stuck in the liquid. Maybe that's it.
Now, go get it.
Damn. Okay, hang on. There's gotta be something I can do. How can I... Oh, I see. I get it, and then it slows down if it gets in that. And then... What? That? There we go.
Have it. Don't you?
I had to slow it down and then get it. I see. Man, it says, at first I was like, okay, how am I going to catch this? And then I saw the liquid. I was like, I wonder... It slid, but I wonder if that can slow it down. It did. Okay, good. All right, so... Now we'll bring that to her. It took intelligence to get intelligence. Shockingly. I know you wouldn't have put that together and assumed that, but that's apparently how it is.
I now want I want that. I want that.
Scary CLeM master. Mistress CLeM?
Another element is mine. Now, on to the next one.
Yeah, she's our little alchemist. Mad scientist. She's probably not even sad about her dad's passing, to be honest. Not to say she's cold and heartless, but she feels like she's more focused on her alchemy than anything else, and so probably doesn't actually care all that much. Strength, huh? Let's see how we'll find strength here. Coleoptera, the beetle. Beetle family is the largest of all the animal families on the planet. One of every 4 animals in existence is a beetle. That means there are beetles of all shapes, sizes, and colors. One thing they all have in common is they have 2 pairs of wings. First pair's for flying, and the other, which is hard, serves as a shell and is what gives them a round appearance, shiny and colorful. Some species of beetle can grow very large, and they are territorial, using their horns to defend their territory against other beetles. The constructors of the pyramids adored the beetle. Their ancient alchemists used their beetle shell amulets to lift the rocks used to build their monuments. Ah, so it wasn't aliens then. Okay. So we're gonna have to find out what's changed now, like what additional interactions or whatnot we may or may not have, because whatever we do for the beetles is going to be different than what we did for stuff before, of course. It turns out we were not doing anything with the flies. There's one fewer fly though. There was a fly over here before, now there's not. There's just this one. So that's interesting. It's not necessarily going to help us with the beetles, but that is interesting to note. Oh. Peripheral vision played a mind trick on me. I saw something by the oats box up there for half a moment when I was looking down at the hole below, but there's nothing. Interesting. Anyway. So it doesn't look like there's anything different here or downstairs, or the downstairs where either the room where we woke up or the wine cellar to the side. So none of that. Nor the pantry up above. None of those are any different. Still need the hand for this clock. That's solved. That's solved-ish. I mean, we have what we're going to get from that painting. Another tool is going to be missing from the shed outside. I can almost guarantee it. Well, missing or able to be taken. I think pretty much that has been consistent throughout each phase. Each new ingredient we bring her has had a new tool. And the upper left room is now open as well. So that's new for sure. Yeah, I was going to say lens of truth almost certainly on this. So there's another hand of the clock. So we'll want 11:20 is the time we will want on the clock, according to this. Those aren't the keys to the piano, I don't think. Those look more like kind of symbols or whatever that you produce when you have the hands with a certain orientation. But then there's also 1,000, no, because then you have 100, 200, 300. So I'm not sure actually what those are. Interesting, but some kind of counting mechanism. Interesting, okay. Find out what that's about. The man inside the iron doll dropped this. That was the note to CLeM. Okay. Looking with the lens, I've discovered loads of little circles in a painting. They're probably useful for opening another secret box or something like that. I'm going to copy them here the best I can so that all the details are visible. Yeah, so 1 through 9. And then you have 10 through 50, so you do some combination like Roman numerals, like you do like, not exactly, not the same as Roman numerals, but the same idea. So you do, for example, if you wanted 99, you'd probably do 50 and 40 and 9, for example. That give you 99, then you go 100. Same thing for all those in between, then you have 9 and then 1000. I think it makes sense to arrange the rows of circles like this. And so you potentially could go, well, at least I think to 1999, depending on how they interact with each other. This is what I was thinking with Roman numerals. You do, for example, if you have a V, that's a 5. If you have IV, one before that, that's 5 minus 1, so that's a 4, right? And so, or if you do the reverse, so V plus 1 after, then that's VI is 6, right? So my thought in that is that you might be able to do the same thing with these circles. Circle with another circle with another circle in a certain order might end up giving you specific numbers. So that'll be interesting when we get to that, see how that works out. Nothing else here. Okay. Take this. We have 2 rooms we can enter. Let's go to the left first. Open this. Oh, another one of these. Okay. So this first one's going to be down. Let's just see if that's far enough. 8. Okay, we want 8 for that. And then the last one. 5. 6. 6. Okay. Then for this one, we want 4. 3. 3 will be it. And I think we got it, so we got that. And then... Yep. Perfect. That's our other hand for the clock. So that's great. That's CLeM's mom and dad, I think. Unless that's CLeM, supposed to be CLeM riding on his back. But I don't think so. I think that's mom and dad. And that's partly why CLeM does the alchemy, because it's what mom did. And I think dad was just loved her and did his own, whatever it was he did. Science or business, I'm not sure, but... When I look at this photo, I get the same feeling as when I look at the painting of the cat. I don't understand, because they look really happy. Bottle of wine spilled on the bed. Okay, so we're not doing anything with the wine. And we are not examining this painting unlike others. Okay, so I guess that's it in the bedroom. At least for now. And then this is CLeM's room, I think. Ah. Oh, we got another teleport spot too. And of course, Wicked, because, CLeM likes the creepy stuff. July 16. I want to create a new magic toy, but I can't think of anything. I've got the lens, the key, the top hat, and the charm. What can I do now? Well, tonight I'll go to the treehouse and see if I get inspired. 21 July. Today I'm 7. As a gift, Mom and Dad have said that I can go to the Alchemy and Bugs camp. It's going to be so cool. Mom has told me that Dad doesn't know that it's an alchemy camp, that he thinks it's just to study bugs. We have to keep it a secret so he doesn't get angry. Mom's cool. Dad's a pain. Ha ha ha. 29 July. I can't sleep because camp starts tomorrow. 27 August. I'm back from camp, but Mom's not here. Dad says she's gone and can't come back. I don't understand why, but it doesn't matter, because I've had an amazing idea, and soon we'll be able to be together again. I'm sure Mom will be really happy. I've got to plan the new project to perfection, so I can't continue with Marvin right now. Only got a tiny bit left. Come back to it later. 9 September. I think Dad's been in my room again because I can't find the runic key. And I bet he's been looking at my notes. I'm so fed up. He's got his plants and his wines, and Mum's got her bugs. Why can't I have my magic toys? Anyway, I'm gonna take some things to Mum's lab. Dad's terrified of bugs. There's no way he'll go in there. 21 September. I want to make loads of combinations, so I'll need to create loads of homunculi. I think I'll put them to good use by sending them out to search for all the attributes I need. 26 September. It's been days since I've seen or heard Dad. Whatever, doesn't matter. I don't need him anyway. Yeah, so 26 September. So that's between 21 September and 26 September, apparently, is when Dad went down into the basement, got himself stuck in the, I don't remember what you call it, but it's the torture device where you basically stick spikes in people when you shut them inside. Anyway, yeah, so that's what happened to Dad, unfortunately. 3 October. I've got the pendant. Now I can start. It's kind of sad because CLeM doesn't even know what happened to her dad. But because she doesn't feel like she had a very good relationship with him, she doesn't really care. That said, though, she talks about how Mum's got her bugs and stuff, and Mum will be really happy and everything like that. But her mom is not around. And if she had a close relationship with her mom, you'd think she'd be more concerned if she didn't see her mom for long enough. But maybe not. CLeM maybe is the type of personality where she doesn't really care. But it's been a month. A little more than a month. Like maybe 5 weeks or so. You look at the bottom left. 27 August is when she got back from camp. And her mom disappeared then. Or her mom wasn't there then. Her mom might have been gone for a couple months. Because she anywhere from when camp started, so the 30th of July, through the 27th of August, anywhere in there, Mom disappeared. But now here we are, 3 October, and she apparently doesn't care about her dad or her mom. So I'm not sure what that means. I would guess it means CLeM's personality is such that she doesn't really get worried all that, or concerned all that easily. But I don't know for sure. It's interesting. She clearly had parents who didn't, or her dad clearly didn't understand her. And her mom clearly, it seems, was so focused on her own stuff that she was only somewhat around for CLeM to interact with. Maybe not the best family life, right? Awesome Summer Camps present Alchemy and Arthropods with Sandro, awesome Master of Divinations. 0118-999-881 999-119-725-3. Okay, it's a long phone number to have to dial. It looks like a flyer for someone called Sandro. This awesome Summer Camps presents Alchemy and Arthropods with Sandro, the awesome Master of Divinations. Nothing from there. And what is this over here? So that number 4 looks like the fountain that's downstairs. I don't know about the spring or the gear. And then that top icon looks like the pendant that the mom was wearing in that picture with her and the dad. Interesting. Well, there we go. So that is from the basement. That is the clock. That. Okay, we have the new combinations of keys on the piano. And it says wisdom. So I guess when we're doing wisdom, we want that, I suppose. And then the fount, we have question marks. We don't know on that, I guess. So either we find a pendant that the mom was wearing, and we take that to the basement to do something with it, or we find the pendant in the basement, or for either of those two, instead of the pendant, maybe we find a bug at some point that looks like the thing on the pendant. Okay. And it looks okay. I found a really cool room with toys and lights in it. It's even got a bed. I wish I could wake up in that bed instead of on the damp floor I wake up on all the time. There's also a blackboard with these drawings on it. And then show the drawings. And then using the lens, I found more drawings on the board. Okay, so I think based on that, it looks like 3 o'clock or possibly 12:15 is the time we want on the clock. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, we have this also? Pencil of some kind. Now we got like loads of stuff in our inventory. We were down to like 4 items or something before. Now we have like 7,500 items. Nothing from this entire shelf of toys though. Interesting. Okay, so not what I want. What is closest to the clock room? I guess this one. Then we go left one. Inventory. What's that? Oh. So we're not... The other possibility is this. That's interesting. So if we do that with the symbols, so we have that with that. So there's the 9 on that first symbol, the top left circle with like half circle thing like this with the line coming. That's 9. And then combination of would that be 300? No. Maybe. Could be 300. Is that actually... Oh, yeah, it extends outside. So 300. So 309 plus 30. So 339? That's what it looks like for me, to me. 339. Interesting. Let me write this down. So 339. And that also, symbol-wise, is that. Okay. second one is that plus that, which is, if I look in my notes, that's going to be 700. Is that 2? I guess. Looks a little bit wrong, but I guess it could be 2. Because the thing is, it's not, if you look, it's exactly a square like that, right? But here in the notes, it looks like it goes down farther and then up a little bit and T comes across, which is not a match. But I think that, unless I'm missing something, I think that's the closest one. So then 2 and then 22, because as you can see, it goes down and over, and then partway over, about the middle of the bar coming over, it comes down farther. So 722, I guess? That's what it looks. Oh, you know what? No, that's probably not 2. It's probably 1. Let's see. Probably 1. So probably 721, right? We just have the one symbol with that, and then from the end of the symbol, we drew it like this. So from this side, just 1 coming up. So it's probably 721 is probably what that is, actually. That really actually matches. So 721, I think, matches. Okay. And then the last one is, let me draw it first, and then from there so we have basically the square in the bottom left corner. Then we have this extending beyond, going straight up, extending beyond, going up and to the right, and then extending beyond, going straight right with a little cross or a little serif at the end. However you want to say that. Little piece on the end of it. It comes out and then has a little piece on the end. Which numerically, would be see. 1,000 is just this on the, we're talking on the left side of it. 1,000 like that. So you get to the end of that, and then down is 100. That does that square. So you end up with this. So that does the bottom left corner of that. So again, you can see it there. So that's 1,000 does that left side, and then 100 does the down. So 1,100. And then we have continuing. So you have the 1,100, then continuing. You have that plus a little nib at the end sticking out. That's 50. $1,100. There's a 50. And then diagonally up, diagonally up and to the left or up and to the right is 4. And then straight up, but extending outside, I'm inclined to say it's 6. Except 6's going up and to the right doesn't go as far as 4's does. 4's looks like the one that we have here, where it goes farther out, not just a little tiny poke sticking out. But it's a matter of interpretation. That might not be. We need it to stick farther out for sure on the top. So it's like it's not 1, it'd be 6 if you're doing a comparison. And it would not be 6 and 4, I don't think. Like to get the diagonal to stick out farther. Because why would you have 1, 1, 5, 6, 4? Now you're getting like way high and beyond the scope of things, I think. Like I think the 1000 is meant to be kind of, even if you could do like multiply by, I think 1,000 to at most 9,999, I think is the idea. I don't think you ever get to 10,000 with these. Maybe you do, but I don't think so. So 1,156 is what I'm gonna guess we're doing right now. So 1,156, I think. And another thing is, I don't know if we're going to be doing this puzzle that this goes to anytime soon. We do have, with the piano, we have more of this. I don't know order-wise, though, like in what order we're supposed to play the keys. So that's less helpful. Piano keys, the bass piano keys are there. Interesting. So these see, the pendant she's wearing seems to match that top symbol there. Does it though? No, it actually doesn't. Never mind. That does not actually match. So, what is that in the basement? So we go to the basement to get that? Yeah, let's go to the basement initially, just to see what else might be here now. There's Dad still. Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's. I know what that is. That's the Iron Maiden. That's the Iron Maiden. Is where that is. Is what he's got caught in. Yeah, I didn't get anything new. I think this is going to be closer. Let's go to the tool shed, see if there's something new there, maybe. Actually, since we're here, let's look to the right here really briefly. I don't expect anything to be in here, but it might be. Nah. It is not. Okay. There's nothing there. Is another tool missing from here or available in here? Either way. No, not this time. Interesting, okay. Ba da 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 da. I like the soundtrack. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new here either. Okay, let's. Oops. Yeah, let's see. If I go here. See if there's anything new downstairs really briefly here. Nah, nothing there. Okay. What do I... What was the deal with that painting up there? I remember what that painting had again. Ah. So I want 11:20, it looks like, from this. Rather than 3 o'clock, I want 11:20. I don't know if it's really faster to go one way versus the other. I guess teleporting probably technically is faster, but... I don't know. Because you walk down the stairs, but you also have to wait for the animation for teleporting to finish, so... So we said 11:20, right? 11... 20? We still want that. It looks like. There's nothing down there, nothing over there. Should be nothing to the left, it's just the statue in the one painting. So this even makes it look like it's halfway between 11 and 12, but we can't adjust it that way, so I guess we just leave that. I don't know here on this. I mean, we have it in our book too, in our journal or whatever, but I don't know why on this we have the gear icon and the clock showing. I actually think it's showing 12:15. Looks like the right arrow is a little bit longer. So 12:15. I don't know why we're showing the gear plus 12:15, or gear goes to 12:15, but in the other painting shows like 11:20. Not sure what's going on with that. Also, why does that say wisdom? What's the symbol for wisdom? Is this. So that's just the second black key, right? So if you know like a piano, that's going to be D sharp to E, or G sharp to E, D sharp or E flat, whichever. So that's wisdom. And then if we go back to the piano itself, I guess I need to actually do it this other way. Then we have two wisdom on the left, two wisdom symbols on the left. For the C is what it would be on a piano. And then if you go to where there's a G on the piano, basically you go 4 key normal bottom keys over to the right from that. So over, then you see 3 symbols for wisdom. So you get 1 wisdom is on the E flat key, 2 wisdoms on the C key, and 3 wisdoms on the G key. I don't know what attribute we want. It says wisdom. So I do. I go over to this other one. Yeah, it doesn't give anything as far as number of times you want each symbol or something. So we still, unless we're doing 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1, some simple pattern like that. Otherwise, I don't know what order in which you would want to press what keys. So feels to me like the clock one is the most likely candidate for solving, and I'm still not sure. 3:39. Maybe that's the time. So I want 3 o'clock with 39 minutes after. Maybe that's so 3 o'clock with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That did not change anything, so that's not it. $7.21. That gave us 7.21. Okay, what if I 11.56? And now I do 3:39 maybe? Did I just have 3:39 wrong before? That's 40. That's 39. So I must have 3:39 wrong. So if it's not 3:39, let me look at the symbol again. See what it could be. It could be it can't be 3:39 anyway, I think, right? Doesn't it extend beyond? No, it doesn't. It stops at the end. Extends beyond both of those. Oh. Yeah. 300 has the line straight down, which is wrong. So it's 4:39, I think. My bad. So that. There we go.
Excellent.
Let me get that. Great. Round piece of metal fell out of the clock in the dining room. Small wooden sticks tied together with string and a little pink crystal in the middle. Not separating that. Okay. Strangely shaped small ball. It's empty, but it smells good. Shiny lilac colored gemstone screwed to the end that doesn't draw. Then we separate that. Okay, so shiny lilac colored stone. So we got the gear from the clock. We get a spring if we do wisdom on piano. I could just do 1, 2, 3 or something and try that. I don't know that's gonna work. We can try that. Let's see. Okay, so I want that. Well, actually what I want probably is jump, so I don't have many to go to get over to. Oh, maybe I have a lot of insects still to go through. I didn't think I had as many. Jeez, no, we got tons. Alright, this goes to the first page. There we go. Okay, so E flat C G. I don't think that's what we want, but let's try it. E flat C G. Ah, yeah, that is what we wanted. Perfect. Okay. It was just 1, 2, 3. That was that simple. Nice. Okay. We have a spring now as well. Okay, so what were my notes then? After that, we go here, we go back, oops, here, and then back a few pages. We had something from the basement, right? It's almost like a bug with a Santa Claus hat, or with a a half hat from Santa's elf or something, or Santa himself. Is that no? Let's see. What do we? This maybe? No. Okay. Could be this. It could be the boot. I think I already tried the boot before, though. See, it looks like an insect hit. But I don't... Not this, right? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess we'll leave that there for today. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the next step is, but we made decent progress. I mean, I got several items, so. Okay. Sleep. Okay, so that is it for CLeM for today. So, thanks for joining me, Sylvia, and anybody else who jumped on during the stream. Appreciate it. I will see you soon. So just a little under 8 hours. And we'll be doing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines too. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. I will talk to you guys next time whenever you're able to make it on stream again. Till then, be safe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you then. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.